The Singapore government approaches to tackle the population shortage problem are mainly dependent on their pro-natalist and immigration policies. The government introduced the baby bonus scheme in 2001 with further enhancement made in 2004, 2008 and 2012. The objective of this scheme is to improve the country's fertility rate by providing cash incentives with the hope of reducing the financial burden of raising children and thereby encouraging Singaporeans to have more children. Studies had shown that while these pro-natalist policies may not have been able to raise the fertility rates to above replacement levels, it is highly likely that without these policies, fertility rates would have been even lower. However, trying to boost birth rates to replacement level purely through cash incentives is prohibitively costly. In 2020, Singapore's expenditure on social and family contributed $4.1 billion. While the incentives are expensive, it only had a small effect on fertility. Some analysts had pointed out that the real reasons behind Singapore's low fertility rates are stress and age. According to a well-being survey done in 2019, a staggering 92% of working Singaporeans are stressed. Studies had shown that stress can cause erectile dysfunction in men and failure to ovulate in women. Various policies and incentives are used to attract foreign talents to Singapore. The inflow of immigrants and foreign workers have helped to alleviate a labour crunch and help the economy. Singapore's industry leaders had warned that Singapore would not have been able to stay competitive if there are insufficient migrant workers to complement the local workforce. Should Singapore lose its competitive edge, demand for labour will fall and jobs, livelihood and businesses will be at stake. Consequently, there will also be fewer PMET jobs for Singaporeans. Bringing in foreign professionals also allow companies to plug skills gaps and supply shortages so as to attract and root high-value activities in Singapore. However, it has also resulted in strong sentiment by the locals against both foreigners and the government. Opposition parties have attributed to the government's open-door immigration policy, the country's overcrowding and failing reliability of its public transportation system, increasing property prices for housing, suppressed wage level, increased competition for jobs and education, increasing income inequality and other social problems. It was a major issue in the 2011 general election. Both ruling and opposition parties crossed swords on the issue of importing foreign workers.
Is this the future we want for Singapore or our children in the next 50 years? Own self, check own self.
And if the result is good, thumbs up, man. If the result is lousy, what happened? Boo! Boo to PAP! Thank you, fellow Singaporeans.
And when asked further, what were the factors that could have done, what could have they done, them do differently this time round, or what was the problem this time round?
The PAP has served Bishan Toa Payoh for many terms. Please vote for PAP!
The opposition made landmark election gains as a result, with the ruling party's share of popular vote slipped to around 60% from around 67% at the previous election.